here's what's happening at Ewetopia Farms today. Hey, milk in the eye. Afternoon, we're flipping barns. But lambs have to learn routines. They won't be eating as much because now they'll be grazing. Are you looking forward to the whole thing? Never have food laying around if you're trying to move sheep past it. Let's get started. There we go, honey. You a little hungry. Calm down, sweetie. There. Hey. Milk in the eye. Just what everybody needs. There we go. She's doing really good. Oh. There you go, Nikki. There. Mom, don't play with the camera. You got a mom on the other side who wants to chew on the camera. Nikki, you gotta slow down. The problem is with the bottle babies, they get so excited when a bottle comes that sometimes they guzzle. And when they guzzle, they can choke because it's going down too fast. You're doing a great job, though. You're a master. Oh my goodness. She's such a sweetheart. Oh, calm down. There we go. There we go. You're doing a great job. Yeah, you are. So I find if you're ever having trouble getting a lamb to drink a bottle or to drink very much, talk to it. Pet it. It's kind of just like a human kid. If you encourage them and make loving sounds, it's like they know, and they are way more likely to finish the entire bottle if you tell them how wonderful they are doing it. It's the rules of the world. Positive reinforcement works. Is that you? Is that you drinking a bottle? You got milk on your face, honey. Come here. Let's get that away from your face. Oh my goodness, that was a whole bottle. You don't need any more because that was a fantastic job. 400 mils is quite a lot. You don't need any more. You don't. You don't. You think you do, but you really don't. Oh my goodness. Got up. She has put in a little effort to get that massive bulk up, but she's doing it all on her own now. No problem. Hi, Mommy. You're looking a lot better. You're a very pretty girl. Afternoon, we're flipping barns, meaning everyone in this coverall is going to go to the next coverall, and everyone in the next coverall is coming back here. And we're doing this for ease of management. This is a better barn to feed the lambs, so we're going to bring all the lambs over here. That was easy peasy. Somebody said we should have moved them a little more easily between barns.
That's how easily adults move. It's lambs that don't move easily because they don't know what's going on. It's not a matter of being able to do it better or something. It's only next door. But the lambs didn't want to leave their mums the other day. And we're swapping barns as it's too difficult in this barn to feed the lambs because all the creep feed and creep feeders are in the other barn. So we brought the Suffolk ewes over. They'll just eat off the feeder. And we're going to bring the Dorset ewes over. But right now we're going to take these little lambs out. So I'm going to go to the back of the barn and we're going to try bring them over. Now they're going back to their old home, so they should move more easily than it took to move them this way. But we'll see how they move. Hi, what are you doing there? You're going to be going back to your old home. But lambs have to learn routines. So then they've got no mums to rely on for help. So that's why moving lambs is always more difficult than moving adults. There we go. We're at the back of the barn now. Now it's just getting them forward. Things get delayed when one stays under the feeder. Come on. And the front ones are starting to leave now. And sheep being followers, and I can see through the walls that they're moving to the other barn. So I expect this will go much easier than it was getting them over here. Come on. There's one under the feeder there too. Come on. Shh. Shh. Go on. Come on. Come on. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Turn around. Shh. 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 Come on. 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 There we go. They're proving a little more difficult. Some are backing up and going back to the back of the barn. Come on. Come on. Come on. Who? Is that all of them, you think? That was the same with the ewes. There was two behind the gate. There we go. Come on, out of this barn now. Come on. Back to your regular barn. You know the routine. Shut this, eh? No? There's always one who has to be the troublemaker. Okay, that's this guy's over. And now we're going to take this group over. Still have a couple of young lambs in with the Dorsets. So we're moving 2 creep feeders into the now empty pen. And we're going to just set up a small creep area. They're probably only going to be there for a few more weeks. And we're probably worrying about them for no reason. I mean, I know for a fact that other people would wean them, but we're not in a rush. So we figured, again, better to be safe than sorry. So those feeders are going in before we let the Dorsets over. And later we're gonna bring our chute over here and set it up. And shortly we're gonna separate these sheep on either side into boys and girls. And then at that point, the lambs will be free to go out on pasture. The girls will go on one side and the boys on another. So they'll have more fun. We won't have as much work to do because they won't be eating as much because now they'll be grazing. So that's why we usually have lambs in this barn. It's just so much easier. And we are able to open the lamb paddocks up. Again, we've been behind on doing that because this year, again, it's middle of May almost, and it's cold, rainy, dreary, not spring-like at all, but it's warming up so that there is pasture growing now. Now to move the Dorsets, we'll see how this goes. Are you looking forward to the whole thing? Whoa, yeah, excitement, isn't it? They're looking a bit excited. Come on. Come on, go through. Sheep always seem to be excited when they switch barns. Go through, come on you guys. Okay, the gates are open. They haven't gone through yet. Just takes one or two to make the move and then they'll all go. Turn your head. Remember, if they're looking at you, they're not going to move forward. What they're thinking in their little sheep brains is, how do I get around her? So you got to watch for those heads turning the way you want them to go before you start moving forward again. Sheep moving 101. And of course we've got the slightest little bit of creep area at the front there, and what's blocking the exit here is that a few of them have to stop and eat it. Come on you guys, come on! Come on! I gotta push them through because they're being really silly. Come on! Get out! Come on! This is the whole delay. 1 foot of feeder. They had to find that. We'll try this again. If there's never have food laying around if you're trying to move sheep past it, because they don't move past food. Even the fattest of sheep won't move past food. Try again, you guys. There we go. Look at how exciting this is. There's absolutely nothing in the feeder that they're stopped at either. Come on. lambs went through the creep area and went the wrong way. That way. Everyone's out. We're gonna shut this so they don't come back. Come on, they're coming back. The lambs didn't see which way their moms went. Just don't let them come back that way. Go on. Go on. There they go. As you can probably see, a lot of those lambs were definitely weanable, but no harm done. Now they're at least on the right sides where they belong. It'll make feeding much easier. Arnie's just going to put a little creep area up front here. And for the moment, we're going to take down the back wall. And these guys are now going to have the entire barn to play in until we get these pens divided up. But for today, it looks like they're going to have free range. So they'll really, really like that. And it's okay for boys and girls to be mixed up at this point because these are all lambs that are just 3 months old. A 3-month-old ewe lamb will not breed. One thing is quite amusing right off the bat. This is the pen that the lambs came from originally before we started moving things around. And we had Suffolks on this side and Dorsets on this side. Right now it's kind of funny because the back gate's open, so they're free to go both sides. But if you look, the majority on this side are Suffolks. I walk into the other pen where the Dorsets came from. There are Suffolks here, but the majority are Dorsets. They really recognize their homes. See? Over there, all Suffolks mainly. And over here, all Dorsets. It's hilarious. We just put a bale of hay in for the lambs. So they're all quieted down now, eating their hay and having drinks at the nice clean drinkers. And now they can settle in because this is going to be their home for the foreseeable future.
So moved all the lambs back to the original coverall from that barn. So we put the dry ewes in that barn. I'll show that in a few minutes. And moved all the lambs back here. The reason why, we're going to let the lambs go to those small fields out there for grass. And this is where my holder is for my grain. So I don't have to carry the grain so far, because carrying the grain to the other coverall was making my arms about an inch longer. So I just moved the gate back here, so I have a nice little spot to keep scooping the grain up that the lambs won't bother me. A walk-through gate there for Lynn to feed mineral and stuff. And these lambs will stay here until we sort them. So I'm going to put a sorting chute up right over there. And the next couple of days, we're going to sort males and females. All the females will be over here probably, and all the males will stay over here. And at that point, we'll make decisions what males will stay and which ones will be shipped. So Lynn pointed something out here this morning. She says, "Don't you find it's kind of funny, Arnie, that all the white sheep are on this side, and most of the Suffolks are on this side, because the back gate's open now, so they can go either way. And the only thing we have figured out is is all the white lambs were born over here, went back to the original spot, and all the Suffolks were born over here, and they went back to the original spot. But it's kind of odd. Animals like things that habit, eh? So, just gave a bale a third cut, and they just got grain. I'm a little late today because we were moving sheep all around. And I'm going to head to another barn, and I'm going to show you what gets done there. So we took the lambs out of here, moved them in there, took all the mothers out of there, and put them in here until they get shorn off. So these are all the dry Suffolks. And these are the Dorsets, but there's 15 lambs in here yet. So I'm going to build a little creep pen right here in the front for those young lambs. They were just a little younger than we thought, and we left them with the mothers. And this is a chute I'm going to carry over to the other barn to start doing the sorting. So, got to get that bale rolled out, give them some hay, and I got to build a creep pen. So I just rolled half that bale out because these sheep are basically on some first cut hay that really doesn't have a lot of value. So that's all they're getting right now. So they pick through it, and I'll throw the rest out if they don't need it. And right now I'm going to set up a creep pen right here for these little Dorsets that are left. So there we go. Just at the end of the barn here. Got 2 feeders, a little bit of grain. As soon as I find some real nice second cut of hay, I'll put it in there for them. And the mothers can't get in here. And those lambs just go through those holes. And if they can't go through the holes, they don't need to be here. So, got that done today too. Just getting a lot of jobs done today. See? There we come right through there. So see, that lamb is not very old. I know some people will wean them that size, but we definitely don't do that. So, and see, those mothers can't go through. Now that's probably the smallest ewe I have right there. It's a Riedel, and it tried to go through, couldn't get through.
Okay, we got all the barns switched by lunchtime, plus got our chores done. And right now it's the afternoon, and it's siesta time. You have to be very quiet because look at them all, they're all sleeping. I always hate it when they lie like that. So, still, like I showed you this morning, the Suffolks are pretty well all on this side. And the Dorsets are pretty well all on this side. Who needs dividing walls when your sheep self-separate? You guys are very, very silly. So this barn is nice and cozy. Basically for now they're just all free. The next job will be to bring the chute in here, and we'll get these sorted into boys and girls. Back in this coverall, we have the Suffolk ewes who are drying off on one side, and they're going to be ready to go out to the pasture any day now, as soon as it dries up a little. We don't want them to go outside when it's all mucky, because it does ruin your pastures. If your sheep are tromping holes in them, and also the mud going between their toes is just asking for foot issues, starting with scald, which then can lead into foot rot. We don't have limping issues here, and we don't want it to start. So as a preventative measure, since we've got barns, we wait till the pastures dry up a little bit, and then we'll let them out. And then once summer comes along, the sheep will make that determination on their own, because the sheep don't like to be out in the wet fields. So in the summer, if it gets damp out there, they'll actually stay in here till it dries up. But right now, they'll be real excited to go out. So that's why we're regulating them right now. But these will be next on the pasture. There are all the ewes. So the Dorsets are over here with a few of their lambs. The ones that were a bit younger, yeah, probably only for a few more weeks, and then they'll be out too, and they'll just go around the corner into the next barn. But we were feeling sorry for a few of the younger ones, so we left them in a little longer. And they've just got this little creep area with 2 creep feeders in here, so the lambs can come in and eat still, because the moms are getting dry hay. Arnie's just gotta grab some third cut hay to stick in their little feed trough so that they can eat the nice hay, because they don't want to be eating the dry first cut hay. We do want the lambs on a better diet, but the creep feed is in there. And it's ram lambs and ewe lambs that are left here. They're here based on age.
There you go, Lynn. They have hay.
Well, thanks for joining us today as we flip barns and move sheep around. They seemed pretty excited about it. Hope you were too. Anyway, if you enjoyed your time with us today, be sure to remember to join us again tomorrow. Same place, same time. Bye for now.